Alright, so just a real quick video showing how to get set up on Postman with the NZBN API. First off, go to api.biz.gov.nz and that's going to take you here. You'll need to log in with a RealMe. If you don't have a RealMe, have fun with that, but you'll need one, and once you're signed in, then we can explore the APIs. The one I am going to demo is NZBN. Here's the online documentation. Great, you can see the online sandbox, other documentation. I'm not going to read through all that right here, right now. You can do that if you like. What I am going to demo is downloading the YAML file and getting it into Postman. But before that, you will need to have subscribed to it. So if you go here, these are basically, you can select your authentication method for your subscription. Now, as you're going to see, I've set up with all three of these for testing purposes and sandbox purposes. The first two, either of these is fine if you want to read data. So obviously a two-legged flow is more secure if you've got like a web app or whatever, but a simple auth case, which I'm just going to demo, is fine as well. Or you'll need three-legged if you need to, or if you want to update data. And we greatly encourage people to do that, obviously, but that's not the one I'm going to demo. That's slightly more complex to demo, so I'm just going to demo the simplest one. Give yourself a subscription name, you know, NZBN Simple Auth, or Simple Auth, or whatever. And then go through there. I think there's a few more questions on the next form that you might need to fill out, but whatever. Once the team's all done and you're subscribed, then you'll get issued with some subscription keys, which we'll see in a minute. But before that, we will download the API specification. I've already downloaded it a couple of times today, but I'll download a fresh one to ensure you that I have got nothing already set up and you're seeing it set up from scratch. Cool. Alright, so the next thing that we need to do is go to postman.com. Basically, it's a freemium API testing tool, and here we go. I've already got an account. Yeah, sign up and sign in. Now, I'm just going to set up a new workspace, I think. I shouldn't have too many. Well, actually, no, I do have too many. Let me just go into that one. Hopefully there's nothing set up. Good, there's an empty workspace. So what I'm going to do is I could handcraft a new HTTP request, but I'm not going to. I'm going to import that one that we just downloaded. Alright, open API 3, thank you. That'll just do all the hard work for me, you'll see. Import that. Building, done. Well, almost. So if we look at entities, you can see, look, it's loaded all the endpoints, get organization parts, find organization part, all that stuff. Users, organizations, authorities, documents, whatever. Watch lists. Everything's, all the API endpoints are loaded for you. So I'm just going to demo the simple search one. So you can see, look, it's all kind of filled out for you. So I'll just press send and we'll see what happens. It's not going to work, but I will explain why. Alright, I'm getting a 401. Okay, well, why is that? Because I'm missing a subscription key. Okay, alright, so I need to log in. Awesome. Okay, how do I log in? Well, if we go to the documentation, I think that's in the support area. That describes the login methods. We're just going to do that one today. So we'll go into my subscriptions in a minute, but there's a screenshot of the subscriptions, and what you'll need is this in the header. So, okay, let's grab that, copy. So here's all my parameters. Where's my headers? Okay, there's my headers on that request. Great, so I'm going to create a new header with that key. Perfect. Now I need my API key. Alright, where's that? So if I go to my subscriptions, API.gov, get there that way as well. So here we go, here's all mine. I've got a bunch set up. So what do we need? We needed the simple auth. Here we are. Rather than show you all that, I'll do that off screen in a second, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go show, I'm going to copy it out of there, and then I'm just going to create a new variable in the workspace. Right, you already saw, hang on, we've already got the base URL one there, which puts in the endpoint to all the requests, making everything a bit more efficient. And if I was to say, let's create a new one called, I don't know, subkey, that'll do. And this is going to be the value from the primary or secondary key. Alright, cool. I'm just going to do that off screen, and I'm just going to plug in those values. Grab that. Where are we? Show. Copy that in there. And remember to hit save at the top of the page, because Postman's really good like that. And yeah, and we should be done. That's the save button I was rambling about. Always remember to press that. Go back to our collections. Now I can just reference that here as a variable. There it is, subkey, those double curly braces. Maybe make that a tiny bit bigger. And yeah, I'll hit send. It's not going to work, and I'll explain why in a moment, but it's okay. So, oh, well, it's still saying, because we just want to do that. Just no auth, okay? Now I'll do it again. It's still going to be a bit funny. A blank response. That's not what we were going for. Did I change any of my parameters? No, I did not. Okay, so let's, there's only one of these which is mandatory. I think if I hit, there's the documentation, here we go. There's the, and so again, this is all the same documentation that's loaded on the website. Great thing about OpenAPI 3, right? But yeah, look, I'm not going to read through that ad nauseum. What you need to know is, hey, there's only one mandatory search term here. It's always fun searching the NZBN register. I think this is a name, so oh man, if you can think of it, someone's got a company called it. Squirrel. Oh no, this. Oh, there'll be too many squirrels, but anyway, whatever. Let's see. Here we go. Squirrel Limited. 2 Squirrel Limiteds. Squirrel Mortgages Limited. Squirrel Financial Solutions Limited. Squirrel Rock. Yeah, so there's all sorts. I don't know. I like grizzly bears, so maybe let's go grizzly. Grizzly Limited. Yeah, always, yeah, if you can think of a word, there's a company called it. Alright, so we don't need to see that documentation just for the minute, do we? Oh, don't do it that way. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it. That's, you know, we're set up with a variable. I can just use that variable across any of these requests now. Yeah, so you know, it's as simple as, well, let's not do a post, but you know, it's as simple as doing the same thing and just jamming that into the header, and away you go. So yeah. that's simple auth and that's Postman working. Yeah, I might do another video later with the three-legged, which is a tiny bit more involved, but yeah, there we go.